Hello, fun friends. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hello, hey, I'm Savannah. Today's video was inspired by you guys straight from the comment section. Shout out MJ Adler. MJ was asking me what is on my shopping wish list. So I'm going to be sharing that list with you guys today. And then along with that, I'm going to start with my 5 shopping rules I follow as a minimalist, just to have a pulse on why I'm making certain decisions. Am I sad? Am I hungry? Do I just want a bargain? I cover all of it. Let's get into it. The first shopping rule I have for myself is to unfollow trends. You guys, if you're on social media, I highly encourage you to unfollow all of those brands and people that make you feel like you want to shop all the time. Those Insta stories that you are swiping up on, believe me, I've been there. Now that I'm off social media, I haven't been on Instagram for 2 years now. I just don't know what's trendy. I am totally out of the know, and let me tell you, ignorance is bliss. For me, it has allowed me to reconnect with my own personal style. That way, when I am out shopping in the world, I am picking out pieces that truly feel classic and like me. I'm not influenced by all these outside factors in marketing. I worked in marketing for the past decade, so I know the lengths that these retail companies go to and these huge budgets they have to really get in there, get their grasps on you and persuade you to buy these things. So I obviously feel passionate about this topic. That's why I have this channel and have embraced minimalism so much. So yes, unsubscribe, unfollow from those email marketings. If you don't know there's a sale going on, it won't be the end of the world. You'll just miss it and save some money. My minimalist shopping rule number 2 is a question that I ask myself, which is, would I buy that item full price? And if the answer is no, I do not. This state of mind is the polar opposite of how I shopped for my entire life. I was sale obsessed. I was always on a treasure hunt. And the funny thing, the ironic thing about shopping sale is that you don't save more money if you're a big sale shopper. If you're shopping sale constantly, you are likely addicted to shopping in some way. For me, it's been about taking a step back and really reflecting on why I am purchasing an item. Is it just because it's really, really cheap? Because if you're just buying discounted things, you are often compromising on the fit, the style, the color, and then you end up with a closet that's just a hodgepodge of different items, and then you wonder why you don't have anything to wear. So for me these days, I'm not shopping sale unless I would buy that item at regular price. My shopping tip number 3 is to stop and wait. And believe me, this is the last thing that I want to do while I'm shopping. I'm typically shopping when I'm tired, it's late at night. For me, shopping has been a crutch, a pacifier in a lot of ways. So I try my best to stop and ask myself, why do you feel like you really need to check out with this thing right now? Can't you just sleep on it? So that is my bare minimum. I will give it 1 night of rest. And then for bigger items, for me, that's like anything over $100. I'm going to wait either weeks or even months to see if I still want that thing. And that's when that little list in my notes app comes in handy. And I find more than not that most of the things on the list I just forget about or don't want anymore after just a week or 2, which explains why when you impulse buy and have a bunch of new things in your closet, why you get tired of them so fast. You may have even gotten tired of them if they weren't even in your closet yet and they were just part of your imagination. My minimalist shopping rule number 4 is similar to number 3, stop and wait. This one is to check in with your emotions. This is definitely a deeper one. It takes a lot of self-reflection. This is something I definitely did not do in my teens, hardly in my 20s, and it's something that I am tuning into more in my 30s. Ask yourself, what mood are you in when you are shopping? Are you shopping when you feel sad or angry or frustrated? Are you stressed from work and this is a coping mechanism? Or maybe you're shopping for something for the wrong reasons. Do you want to be perceived a certain way at work, a certain social status, so you're breaking the bank and swiping that credit card for a certain bag? Just check in and make sure you're shopping for the right reasons. You don't have to be perfect all the time. I still shop emotionally, but I think just having awareness around it helps you kind of get out of the cycle and make better shopping choices and healthier choices for yourself, like going on a walk or exercising instead of, spending an hour scrolling on abercrombieandfitch.com. My minimalist shopping rule number 5 is to shop secondhand first. And I know that not all minimalists are focused on sustainability, but for me, they totally go hand in hand. The more intentional and mindful I am with my belongings, my lifestyle, and all of those things, the more I care about supporting slow fashion. So one thing that helps me is stop and wait. I'm not going to buy these fast fashion things right when I see them at Target or at TJ Maxx. Instead, by having my list and waiting things out, I actually have time to find things secondhand. So Poshmark is my favorite place to buy things secondhand, and then just hitting local thrift and vintage stores. Right now, I have a toddler, so I don't have very much time. And so I like to go to vintage stores. They're definitely more more expensive than your run-of-the-mill Goodwill, but there you can find such an amazing curated selection of really cool things. For me, I've always preferred vintage over new. It has a story, it has a soul, it has some wear and tear. That makes it look a lot cooler and lived in. It has more personality. And I know a lot of brands advertise a ton of sustainable fabrics, recycled fibers they use in their fabrics, and it's cute and all, but it's not sustainable. You guys, the most sustainable thing is to use something that already exists here on the planet. Like for instance, Girlfriend Collective, awesome company doing really good things, inclusive sizing, great fabrics with recycled materials. At the end of the day, I would rather buy a used pair of Girlfriend Collective leggings, so I go and find mine on Poshmark. And when I do shop new, it's usually because I don't have the time and energy, or I've been looking for a very long time and I just haven't been able to find it. So that's my last shopping rule, is to shop secondhand first and then shop new if I can't find it there. Okay, so now that I've shared my shopping rules with you guys, I thought I would share with you my shopping wish list. This is a running list I keep in my notes app on my phone. I'm always adding to it and then deleting things as I buy them or as I decide that I really don't need them. So the first thing I'm gonna share with you is a silk black maxi slip dress. I don't want a midi. There's a lot of midis out there. For me, I want it to be the full length. And I'm planning to pair this dress with just about anything, with t-shirts tied in a knot, with sweaters over the top, with sneakers, with boots. You could do a ball cap, you could do a cowboy hat. The potential is unlimited. And this item has been on my list for about a year now and I still haven't found the right one, and I just don't feel like I want to compromise. So I'll find it when I find it, or I just never will, TBD. So that's my number one item. And then the second and third items on my list, these are pretty much constants that always stay on my list that I look for while I'm thrifting. And these are just basic t-shirts. So I specifically love an oversized, super sheer, like worn out vintage tee. And I look for off-white or white, and then also a black or like a charcoal kind of worn in color. So I really am in the need of some t-shirts right now. I only have one t-shirt and like 2 or 3 tank tops right now for basics, and it's just frankly not enough. So I'm gonna be looking for those in some upcoming thrifting videos. Hopefully I can find them. And just plain solid tees, not graphic tees. I love the idea of graphic tees, I just don't end up reaching for them. And then number 4, I have written down eccentric Thrasher sunglasses. Thrasher not as in the skateboarding magazine, Thrasher glasses as in cheap plastic glasses that I can really put some wear and tear on this summer as we are out swimming at the river, at the lake. I want a pair that's a bit less expensive than the other pairs I have right now. Also, I haven't worn just a straight up goofy fun pair of sunglasses in a hot minute, so I'm going to throw up some frames on the screen. I think I want maybe a white, a cream, or a baby pink. I'm pretty open even to the shape of the frame, but I do want thick plastic frames on these sunglasses, and it doesn't need to be a nice brand. I'd like to spend less than $30, maybe closer to 20 on a pair. Okay, the next on my list, this is a new one. If you happen to catch my recent decluttering videos, I decluttered this kind of Sherpa North Face pullover. So I want something to replace that sweatshirt, but I want it to be more in a jacket format. So what I have written here is a cropped, colorful fleece jacket. I've been eyeing this Hit the Slopes jacket from Free People. They have it in some really fun colors. I'll pop it up on the screen now. But I haven't tried it on, and I don't feel like I want to order it new. Like, I'd like to buy it secondhand on Poshmark, but I want to try it on before I buy it on Posh because you can't return on Poshmark. But I'm also open to any other sort of fleece jacket, maybe a Patagonia vibe, some bright colors, even a little color blocking could work for me. I like to find something in my color analysis. If you happen to catch my color analysis thrifting video, I'm a bright spring. And so recently I've been super into trying to find those colors. So I think it'd be really fun to find a bright kind of tomato red color, because I think that'd be pretty seasonless. I don't like any of my wardrobe to be super specific to any one season. Again, I want it to be a cropped, cute fit, not something just billowy and oversized. Kind of like this sweater, like this fit, like something exactly like that. The next is a pair of thin gold hoops, and I may just rebuy this exact pair that I have on. I've had these for a few years and they're really thin. If you pull on them, which my son does all the time, they pull straight out of my ear and it doesn't hurt. So I like that they come off super easily, but because they're so thin, they get really bent out of shape. They have just been re-bent into a circle so many times that they don't quite resemble a circle if you look up closely. So I think I want a new pair of gold hoops. So I'm gonna keep my eyes open for gold-plated hoops. I have super sensitive ears. Also with my hair, I'm growing out an accidental pixie cut. That's a long story, but I always wear my hair up pretty much every single day, twist it back into a bun with a lot of bobby pins. So I like, matching the hoops with this hairstyle. I'm not a big jewelry person, so this is my only jewelry. The next is a pair of slinky lounge pants. I had a pair of more stiff linen lounge pants and they just weren't doing it for me. Something that does have a little slickness to them, and I'm pretty open on the color here. I just need the fit to be long enough for me. Something with a super comfy elastic waistband that I can wear out and about, that I can wear to bed, that I can just mix and match with everything. I'm going to wait a bit before I commit on those because I'm not totally sold on if I really need them. And same with these next two items. The next one is a versatile colored sweater. Some bright color, some kind of cute cozy fit, nothing crazy, nothing as styled as this. Like this slides off my shoulders, frankly. It has a little tie in the back. It's just not super practical, especially with having a toddler around. So I want some kind of like simple crew neck, bright little sweater. I'm thinking maybe a sherbet orange type color or maybe a Kelly green. My other Kelly green sweater is starting to get super kind of old and worn out, and I think I might do a little switcheroo, one in, one out sort of thing. So that's the colorful sweater. And then the last thing on my list, this is something I just added this week. We'll see if it stands the test of time, is an oversized shacket in a natural color. And I know I literally just decluttered my taupe shacket, but I just wasn't feeling that one. And I think I want something that's more of a durable, hardy fabric. I think maybe a suede, like a really thin suede could be beautiful, or even a corduroy. And I'm thinking kind of a warmish light brown color or a honey color. I've been finding that there's a gap in my coat collection with this capsule wardrobe. I have my two puffers and this black leather jacket, and I thought I'd be reaching for the black leather jacket, but it feels a little contemporary and city for where we are here in Montana. And I think that will be the case when we go to Idaho and Colorado as well. So I think I may need to find this kind of in-between ground jacket, especially as the weather starts to get warmer. I think normally people would fill this space with a jean jacket, but I'm just not that big of a jean jacket person. I always feel a little bit dorky, like I'm a chick wearing a sundress with a jean jacket and like gladiator sandals in 2013 or something. I don't know. Maybe you'll feel the same way. There are definitely cool jean jackets out there. I just haven't found one for myself yet. So that's the jacket, and I plan to style it with just about everything. I mean, all of my clothes mix and match. I love that look over a skirt or a dress. Not a little floral one, but maybe that slip dress or maybe a simple kind of like knit dress. So that's everything on my list. Hopefully it was fun to hear, and I'm planning to do some thrifting here in Montana. I did a preview of Bozeman Vintage, and you guys, it was maybe the best thrift store I have ever been to. So I'm gonna be going back next week or the week after and filming my shopping experience there and what I find. So stay tuned for some good thrifting content, and I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below if you have any shopping rules for yourself to make sure you're getting good quality goods for your closet, making sure that they are things that are classic to you and your personal style, and that you are, you know, saving money and being financially responsible. It's weird. I know shopping can be this kind of light, frivolous topic, but it can also be a heavy topic. It's a big part of our world. We live in such a consumer-driven country, and definitely give yourself a little love, give yourself a little grace, forgive yourself for your mistakes, and just move on, move forward, take them as learning lessons. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys in my video next week. Have a fun day. Bye.